We've got some new details about the brand new Doomsday Event that should be happening very soon in Fortnite. We've got information about a new potential rocket launcher called the MistyBop, if you've heard of that in the past. We've also got information about map changes for the future. We've got information about potentially vending machines returning. Yes guys, a lot to talk about and everything is going to be covered here in this video. Yo guys, what is going on? Bobblez here. Yes, like I said, there is a lot going on at the moment regarding Fortnite news, leaks and updates, and I'm here obviously today to bring you guys all of the information. I'm hyped. There's actually a lot to talk about today, which is really great. I love these kind of videos where there's so much different topics to talk about. So if you do indeed go on to enjoy this video, make sure you let me know by smashing that thumbs up button. Make sure you are indeed subscribed to me here on the channel to never miss out on anything Fortnite news, leaks and update related. And finally guys, make sure you are indeed using someone's creator code in the Fortnite item shop, and if you do indeed want to help support me that one step further, it is indeed code Bobblez. Anyway guys, let's get cracking straight on with the video today. Let's talk about this free wrap that we can actually get. There's actually a collaboration going on at the moment, and basically if we actually answer these trivial questions, then we actually get this free wrap as long as we get 20 million right. That's as far as I'm aware. I will leave a link to this down in the description below, so if you want to go over, answer some questions. I believe we're like a third of the way done, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but I'm sure we have still got a few days left of this. Let's move on to the next topic, Maya. Now, I Talk Fortnite actually noticed this, and I never realized until I saw this tweet, and now I am in shock because it's very true. Actually, when we're in the Maya selection room and we're actually picking what we actually want to actually unlock permanently for Maya, the lighting is very nice, and the lighting shows off the outfit in all its beauty. And then when we actually take this to the normal game or the normal locker, the skin actually looks completely different. It looks a lot darker, a lot duller, and not as good as in the My Select room. So this is interesting. Obviously it might be different depending on what you actually select for your Maya. I personally have picked one that's basically the same as I Talk Fortnite's pictures, and they're very dark because I just thought that looked the coolest in my opinion. I always wear black, as you can see. I'm very much a plain kind of gal, and yeah, it's kind of shocked by this. Kind of disheartening. Let's move on to the next topic though, MistyBop. Yes, the MistyBop. I leaked this a very long time ago. We're talking like the start of chapter 2, I think it was. And basically, we finally have got a bit more information about this. We actually have the sounds leaked for it, so I'm going to give you guys a little listen to that in a moment. And it is confirmed that apparently it is indeed a rocket launcher. We know this from the sounds. Apparently it can actually lock onto helicopters, which is game-changing. Helicopters are very underpowered in a sense that if you're in a helicopter, someone can easily shoot you down as it is, and you've got no way of getting down because you don't have redeploys. With this rocket launcher in the game, apparently it's going to be called a missile battery, and the reason I predict that anyway is because there's actually an achievement that has been added in the game, and that's destroy a chopper with a missile battery. So that should, I believe, be due to this MistyBop, right? Missile battery makes sense to me. Let me know down in the comments though, do you think we need this missile battery, this MistyBop in the game? I personally don't think we need it. I feel like we really don't need any more explosives or rocket launchers in the game, but that's my personal opinion. Let's move on to the next one though, XP gain. XP gain in this game at the moment is very slow. Last season it was very easy to level up, this season it's very hard to level up. A lot of people think this as well, it's not just me. And an Epic employee actually replied to someone that was talking about not being able to get Golden Peely basically, because I believe it's level 300 to get Golden Peely. And he said, this Epic employee, "We hear ya, we're definitely doing more challenges." Which is nice to know. There is obviously more challenges coming, obviously going to be getting a lot more XP. The season is like 99% going to be extended as well, so we're obviously going to get overtime challenges. Hopefully the overtime challenges will not only give us a load of XP, but also the ability to unlock the other variants, so like the Ghost or the Shadow variant that we don't currently have in the game, and that kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully Golden Peely isn't too far out of sight with these bonus challenges coming. Next topic now, event information, guys. Yes, that's right. The big old event, the Doomsday Event. We have a bit more information about it. So firstly, Tiger Hyper X, he tweeted out, apparently the playlist music list got updated while I was asleep to a new codename, Jerky. Usually this playlist is used to host test live events, so it means this update has to do with the next live event. Simplest way to explain this playlist, it was used for a bunch of recent events: the Final Showdown, the Marshmallows concert, the End, and the Star Wars event. Arguably my favourite events, I must say. So you can say it is the main playlist to host events. Side note, don't pay attention to the image, it won't change now. So obviously the reason that Star Wars one is the image is because that was the most recent live event that we've had that's under this playlist. So it means that there is indeed a big event that is coming that isn't one of these small ones that we've had, such as the Deadpool one, such as the one that we just had with the actual Punk show that was a bit of a flop, I'm not gonna lie, and it's gonna be huge. So hopefully this is gonna be the end of the season event, which should be the obvious Doomsday event. However, since it was also the playlist for the Marshmallow, it could potentially be a Travis Scott event. I don't know, one or the two. I'm very hyped for either of those though. And Fire Monkey actually tweeted out event information. Recently, 4 of the 6 different playlists used for events such as Star Wars event were renamed to Jerky. It appears as if they're making some plans behind the scenes for the next live event. However, LTM still uses the Star Wars LTM loading screen. So it's kind of just backing up what Tiger Hyper actually was tweeting. So obviously that's multiple leakers all stating how that this is indeed going to be a big event, and it is also going to be the newest and most recent event that we're going to be getting. And guys, the version 12.40 update is going to be going live, confirmed, either on Tuesday or Wednesday in literally a couple of days, and in that update we should actually receive sound files as well as actual a bit more information about this new event. So a lot of leaks to come. I'm really excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, guys, to find out all of that information in literally a couple of days, and I am hyped for this event. And also, as well as that, this update is an actual version update, meaning it's not a maintenance update. It's not just ones that we had like last week where it's just updates and bug fixes, that kind of thing. This should be, hopefully fingers crossed, as long as Fortnite are doing what they kind of have said they're doing, a new item / a new weapon, new something. It should be coming hopefully this week as well. Now, one of those things potentially that we could be seeing is vending machines. Now, the reason I say that is because in this now playing event that we had the other day for the Punked live event, we actually had vending machines in there and they worked perfectly fine, and that was, I believe, Fortnite's way of kind of testing it. Now, even if vending machines don't come in this version 12.40 update, I do believe that vending machines at some point will come in the game. Obviously, something else we could potentially be seeing in this update is the MistyBop that I was talking about earlier. I'm just hoping it's going to be something. Now, next up, we're going to a bit more of a sad topic, and that is Twitter trends. Now, yesterday, a big Twitter trend was actually nerf aim assist. Now, I think this is kind of a bit annoying now. It's getting a bit too much for me anyway. They already nerfed aim assist, and keyboard and mouse players are being very selfish, and they're saying to keep on nerfing controller aim assist. I think it's silly. I play on keyboard and mouse. I used to play on controller, so I know both ends of the stick, if you pardon the pun, and it's a lot harder on controller. You have so many disadvantages, like building, editing, actual just movement. Everything is easier on a keyboard and mouse. And the fact that keyboard and mouse players are still saying to nerf aim assist, literally the one benefit that controller players have over keyboard and mouse, it's just, it's ridiculous. And on a controller, the aim assist is only good for AR anyway, in which there's still bloom. So it's a bit much. And anyway, then because obviously we haven't had a nerf and this, that, and the other, everyone's tweeting, oh, hashtag RIP Fortnite. So RIP Fortnite got trending, and now people are creating a new trend, which is a bit more positive, and it's hashtag Fix Fortnite. So yeah, the community is being a bit toxic, to say the least, in my opinion. You guys can let me know your opinion down in the comments below. But I just kind of wish that the community would just see what they have got more and be grateful for what they have got with Fortnite. There's a lot of stuff, so much competition, prize money, everything like that. And yeah, Fortnite isn't doing what they used to do with the weekly updates. They're not communicating as much, but they're doing what they can, and the community needs to be more grateful for that, I think, anyway. But let's move on to the final topic here, guys. It is indeed map changes. Now, if we actually look at the actual maps that we got from the challenges from a couple of weeks ago now, which were the honey jar locations and the actual known locations, we can actually see map changes in these maps. So we'll look at the first one, the honey jar locations. As we can see, they actually caused the yacht to actually move. It's actually moved south, and also the little island that was next to it has actually gone. So who knows what's going to happen to that. Next up is the actual known locations. Now, they were actually surrounding a little river bend, and the river bend in this known locations map is completely gone. So maybe they were actually pointing there for it to actually get completely blown up. And that part of the water has been blown up completely, which means that there is a stop to the actual flow of the water from the middle of the map, where obviously the main area of the water comes from, I guess, straight down to Slurpy Swamps. So there is not really any form of water going into Slurpy Swamps. Then obviously we've got the dam which blocks the water from flowing down into it. Is something going on the map? Is this part of Midas's revenge? Is this part of the Doomsday Event to block off the water going to actual Slurpy Swamps? Because it's the healing water, isn't it? So is something getting planned so that someone can't be healed or something like that? Who knows? I just hope it's going to be a cool event, and that it's got something water related. That would be really cool. We had in the past this whole big thing with the whole Noah's Ark, the map flooding and all of that. I never really knew how much I really believed the whole Noah's thing with the boat. I mean, it could happen. That there could be some form of flood, and especially with this actual stopping of the water from flowing through the map is happening, there could be either some form of drought or some form of flood happening or where else on the map. But guys, that is indeed everything for today. Long video today, really damn enjoyed it. I hope you guys have indeed enjoyed today's update as well. If you have, make sure, like I said earlier, smash that thumbs up button to let me know you have enjoyed. Make sure you are indeed subscribed to me here on the channel to stay up to date with all of the latest Fortnite news leaks and updates. And finally guys, make sure you are indeed using creator code Bobblez in the Fortnite item shop to help support your gal, or just use someone's anyway. Hashtag ad, hashtag epic partner. But anyway guys, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Happy Easter everyone, and until next time guys, stay safe. See ya.